Hello everyone. The topic that we are going to take today is email writing. Now emails, as all of us are familiar, is the fastest way of communication. These days we use this as a very common and the most common, I would say, the most common way of communication. Moreover, it is the eco-friendly way of communication. Now eco-friendly in a sense that it saves paper. Many organizations these days, they avoid using papers. They just use emails, and even for sending offer letters to the people, even sending any kind of approval that is used. So paper is saved. In a sense, it is an eco-friendly way of communication. Now, apart from this, email. What is actually email? E in email stands for electronic. Something that is done electronically is called electronic mail. So it is an electronic mail, right? So what is an email? So an email or electronic mail is a system which enables us to convey our ideas or share our experiences with others. It is one of the fastest way of communication. When I say the fastest way of communication, this actually requires just a click and you send the mail to somebody and the person receives it on the other end. Right? So people involved in is the sender and the person who is receiving it on the other end. And what you need is an internet connection and an email ID for that. So you automatically receive the mails, and whatever you want to say or convey to others is conveyed through email. Right? Now, when we talk about emails, as I told you, it's an electronic mail, and it is a kind of system, we can say, which enables us to convey our ideas or share our experiences with others. Now, it is not only used professionally in professional life, it is also used in personal life these days. And youngsters are actually very much habitual to writing mails to their friends and sharing experiences to them. So even for that, we use mails, emails. So emails can be divided into two categories again: formal mails or informal mails. Formal ones and informal ones. Now in formal category also, there are some business mails, some very formal. It can be a very formal mail to somebody like your teacher, or if you want to write it to someone who is not in an informal relationship with you, means it's not very close, he or she is not very close to you. So you can write a formal mail or a condolence mail or a birthday wish in common can be considered as formal mail. Informal mails are the ones written to friends or sometimes relatives. Right? So these are called informal mails. Now, apart from these, one should know the structure of emails and how are they written. How do we write them more effectively, and what should be done and what should not be done while writing emails. So first of all, let us know what is actually the format and what all are included in an email. So let us first find out the structure of an email. Now, when I say structure of an email can be divided into two parts. Right? So, an email is divided into two parts. The first part is the header. And the second part is the body of the mail, the email that we are writing. Right? Now, header again comprises of different categories. Header includes subject. It also includes sender. It includes receiver. It includes date and time. So, header means where the mail starts. Mail starts with the subject, sender, receiver, means the addresses of the sender, receiver, the date and time is there, and also the subject. Right? Apart from the header and all those things, we also have the body of the message or the mail that we are writing. Right? So, what does this contain? Now, here it would contain the message and the closing part. Now, in this message, it can be a formal message or it can be an informal message. So, one should know that the mail is divided into header and the body. Now, header is not very difficult to learn, or header is not very difficult to keep in mind how to write it. But the most difficult part comes here, the message part. How to write it and what can be done to do that. So, let us have few tips, and before the tips, I'll give you the format for writing an email. Let us first discuss the format and what all are included in an email. Now, format for email writing or composing a mail. Now, when I say that an email writing format, I'm here just giving you an idea that how things are done there and how things are mentioned in the mail page that you open when you click on to compose. A page opens up and the page looks like somewhat now the page that opens up here, the first thing that is there is the date, right? Then you have from. Now from is from whom the mail has come, means the writer of the mail. So that address, the email address is there. Then comes to, means the receiver of the mail, to whom the mail is sent. Then comes the subject. Now, when I talk about date and from, these are automated things. You need not mention it on your own while writing. Again, when you are writing a mail, you need not mention the date or from. It is automated because you can only send an email when you open your email account. So, once you open your email account and then click on to compose mail, then only this page will open up. Once you click on this, compose, the page that will open will be this. And the first thing that will be there would be to. Now, to is the person to whom you are sending. So, receiver. Receiver's address, email ID. Right? So, receiver's email address is to be written here in this category. Now, after to, if you want to send it to somebody else, even before subject, something else comes, that is CC. Now, what does CC stands for? Now, CC stands for carbon copy. Now, carbon copy is, say, if you want to send it to somebody else also, so you can send it here. You can just write the email ID here and then send it. Now, you can ask me a question that we can put n number of email addresses. If we click on here again, if we write one email ID and put a comma, we can just add on people here. Then why there is CC? Now, CC is something if you want somebody to have special attention to what you are writing or what you are sending it to the other person. So, here you give that person's email ID. Say, if you want to write a mail to one of your colleagues and you want your boss to have an eye on it. You want your boss to check it, that you have done that job. What will you do? You will send a CC to them. Right? So, CC is again something when you want to give importance to the other person. Right? And moreover, you want that person to be present as you can say as someone who knows about what you are writing. Right? Now, apart from this, there is one more category that works in here, wherein you put addresses again. That is BCC. Now, what is BCC? BCC again is blind carbon copy. Now, blind carbon copy, what does that mean? Say, if I want to share something with a person, say I and my friend, say I am the sender and I want Y to receive something. But I want that Y should not know that I have also sent the mail to Z. So, I will mark Z as BCC. I'll send a BCC to Z so that the person whom I am sending should not know that I have sent the mail to this person as well. So it will be called as blind carbon copy, right? So in case you need it, you can click on to this. Otherwise, CC is good enough. You can use that as well. Then comes the subject. Now, subject is really a very important part in an email writing. Why do we need a subject? Why do we need a subject in our email? Now, it is important because if we don't write subject, first thing that it will give an idea to the person what you are talking about or what you are writing, right? It will give a quick idea to the person. The moment the person sees the mail, he or she will get that idea that okay, you have written a mail for this thing, right? But another thing that if you look after some time, if you have not checked your mail for some time and you look after some time and you just click onto your inbox, the mail opens. So many mails open, and then you need to see wherever you see the mail mentioned there, you just see the name of the person written, and in front of that the mail containing the subject of it. Whatever the subject would be mentioned in your mail there in short, so that if you search for it, you easily get that mail. Sometimes say your friend has sent you some pictures and he has written in the subject pictures, birthday pictures. Now birthday pictures, if he has written in your subject, and after some time, after a long time, you happen to see or check your mail, and in search if you put birthday pictures, it will come on to you very easily. You can easily search that mail if you know that there is a subject. But if you don't write the subject, though these two things, first of all, the person will not get any quick idea what you have written. Moreover, it will not be searchable easily. So, subject is the most important thing that should be there. Now, this is the part of the header that I have told you. That should be there. Now, after this comes the salutation part. Salutation is like dear sir, or you can also write ma'am, or you can also write the first name of the person. Right? So this is, and then you have the body of the message. And then comes the customary ending with regards or love. Now this is the format that we follow for writing mail. Now we will discuss in detail each and every part and what are the tips for it in our next lecture. Thank you.